In which society you and your family would feel happy? In which society you would feel yourself comfortable and safe?
I think nowadays, in order to be able to achieve something, you have to know certain types of people. You have to know people in certain positions, because I think that nowadays it's kind of hard to work yourself up in society. You have to know this kind of a certain kind of CEO or someone in a higher position in order to be able to, for instance, make a career nowadays. And I think that that is really sad, because just tough work is not enough anymore. Yeah. So maybe in a society where actually hard work pays off, maybe. Yeah, we could start working on the typical hierarchy, is that how you say it, in different companies, that we, for instance, that the typical boss is not above his team, for instance, but works with the team together on the same level, for instance. We could put more women into...
Okay, how would you see education and healthcare in such society?
I think education should be accessible to everybody, wherever you come from. So I think that education should be something that everybody can or has the right to have.
How working conditions should be so a person could, let's say, put their best abilities.
I think nowadays, I mean, we're always talking about the work-life balance issue that we have. I think nowadays people are just overworked and don't get enough credit or paid enough for what they're doing. That's why we have so many burnouts lately, or people with burnouts in general. I think that on the one hand, work should allow people to have some time off, maybe without feeling bad or without thinking, well, maybe if I take the day off, I will miss this job opportunity or that job opportunity, or my boss will think less of me if I take 3 days a week off instead of 2, if you see what I mean, or maybe even 1. And then on the other hand, I think that friends and family, that the support from your social group is very important as well. Because it kind of, I mean, of course it affects your mood, and your mood affects your ability to just power through, and 100% exactly, yeah.
I do agree. What can every one of us can do so this idea would spread faster?
Nowadays social media is an important part of, well, our society, so maybe just post about it on all kinds of different social platforms, from Facebook to Instagram, over YouTube, I mean, as you're doing it. And maybe also organize kind of working groups, if you see what I mean, where people can take lectures or seminars on how to be, as stupid as it sounds, on how to be nicer to each other, if you see what I mean, or on how to encourage each other's dreams and be supportive. Because I must say that sadly nowadays that is an attribute that lacks a lot of people, to be happy for instance for someone else, and then they get jealous, they envy you, they tear you down instead of supporting you and pushing you to follow your dreams. I mean, you have to be pushed at some point, that is normal, but you shouldn't be pushed by someone's envy, but you should be pushed by someone's happiness for you. We should start from ourselves, and that is also very important. The thing is that we should not just rely on others, but we should also work on ourselves and try to also push ourselves and also be nicer to ourselves. We should start loving ourselves, because the moment we love ourselves, we actually get more confident, and the moment we get more confident, we are more active, we achieve more, because we are
have this inner support.
Exactly, inner support. So outer support and inner support.
How do you think that it's important to spread or to talk in conversations and to bring up this topic about creative society, about, let's say, our future model?
I think it is very important because in order to grow, we kind of have to find we have to find a path and we have to find a model that suits everybody. And in order to find that model, we have to interact with people and discuss different points of views and different opinions. And I mean, for instance, maybe my type of creative word is totally different than yours, but how should I know, or how am I supposed to know how your creative or perfect ideal word looks like if we don't discuss or if we don't interact? So I think it's pretty important to start from there and just to listen. First of all, just listen instead of over talk. And so maybe a politician could listen to the folk, and and then from that starting point, and then we could maybe develop ideas and try to find a solution that suits everybody. Be nice to each other.
Thank you very much for your interview.